Hi everyone, welcome to video number 2 in this series all about juice fasting, and today I'm going to be answering the rest of your frequently asked questions. Never gulp down your juice too quickly. From personal experience and other stories that I've heard from people drinking it too quickly, you tend to get kind of like a stomach ache. So always drink your juice slowly and even swish it around in your mouth and do like a chewing action from time to time. This activates your digestive enzymes and helps the juice digest a lot more efficiently. And enjoy drinking your juice in a relaxed environment. The fibre is removed in juices, which helps you to absorb the nutrients better and quicker. The only downside is that if you're using conventional produce, this also means that you are going to be absorbing the pesticides and chemicals quicker as well. I definitely recommend using organic produce, but if this is just not an option for you, then definitely check out the Clean 15 and Dirty Dozen guide. I will link it in the description below, and this guide will show you which fruits and vegetables have a higher and lower pesticide rating. This way you can really try and focus on getting the highly sprayed fruits and vegetables organic, and then you can get the rest conventional, which aren't as bad. This has to be the most asked question I received, and I understand because it can get a little confusing. And this really differs from person to person depending on their state of health. So first of all, you need to understand that fruits are more detoxifying than vegetables. And this is because fruits contain unique fruit acids which work to draw toxins and mucus from the body at a really quick rate. Vegetables, although still definitely cleansing, don't do this at such a high level. So if you take a person that hasn't done very much cleansing and put them onto fruit juice, the level of detoxification may be way too much for their body to handle. Also, their bloodstream will be full of fat and toxins, and so when you drink the fruit juice, the sugars will actually get stuck in the bloodstream, and this is where the problems arise. It will cause blood sugar imbalances, and it will also feed candida. So for someone like this, drinking more green vegetable juices will be more suitable, and they can also incorporate some low glycemic fruits like apples, maybe some oranges and berries, but to focus more on the leafy green vegetables. And then if you take someone who has been on a plant-based low-fat diet for quite a while and has practiced some form of detoxification in the past, their body may just be clean enough to handle fruit juice. When I did my first juice cleanse, I'd been a raw vegan for quite a while, and I'd also done a water fast, so my body handled fruit juice quite well. Again, it's about tuning in and listening to what works for your body. And remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be one or the other, it's just about finding the right ratio. You might find that having a fruit juice in the morning and then 2 green juices later on in the day for lunch and dinner works really well for you. Fatty acid deficiency is not likely to be an issue, partly because our bodies actually store fat-soluble vitamins and fatty acids. With weight loss and exercise, we also release these fatty acids into the bloodstream, making these building blocks available to the body for important use, which is why staying quite active during your cleanse is important. And if you're worried about protein, just make sure that you're juicing things like beet greens, kale, broccoli, watercress, and collard greens, and trust me, you will be getting plenty of protein. Remember that all fruits and vegetables contain fat and protein, and that we actually don't need as much of these things as we're led to believe. It is totally normal to have cravings during your cleanse from time to time, and this can happen for a few reasons. First of all, this usually happens because you are so used to eating at certain times of the day. So when that time comes around, your body and your mind are expecting food, and this can trigger cravings. Drinking juice or simply waiting for about 15 minutes or so for this craving to pass works just fine. You are more likely to crave something when you are feeling stressed and tense, And I find that yoga is something that can really help with this. Simple poses like a forward bend can release tension in the lower back and the neck, leading to relaxation during your cleanse. Meditating and deep breathing can also help to still your mind and locate that emotion that is triggering the craving. Also, your body will be releasing excess fat, protein and salt into your bloodstream. And when this happens, you will usually begin craving that which your body is releasing. For example, when someone tries to quit drinking coffee, when the body is releasing the excess caffeine, that's when the person craves coffee the most. Again, practice deep breathing, meditating, drink extra juice, water, and allow the craving to pass, because it will. You also have to remember that you will have a particular ratio of gut flora in your stomach, and most people tend to have a higher amount of bad bacteria in their body, and this bacteria will crave certain foods. So a lot of the time it's not really you per se that's craving that, it's your bad bacteria. And you're cleansing to actually change the ratio of bad bacteria and get more good bacteria in your stomach. So just remember that and allow the craving to pass, because that means that the good bacteria are slowly taking over. You may even experience a craving for a really particular type of food, like your favorite pasta or a certain flavor of potato chips. And this is usually triggered by an old stored up emotion being released from your cells, which relates to a point in time when you ate that food. Remind yourself why you're doing this cleanse and the benefits that you want to gain. Keep yourself inspired, and once your body releases these excess toxins, your cravings will dissipate. I think this is a fantastic question, and I will share my opinion, but I want to reiterate that this is just my personal opinion. So people who have experienced eating disorders in the past have to approach any type of fasting with wisdom and caution. Fasting needs to be done for the right reason. It should not be used for a quick fix in any way, like for weight loss, as it's important to enter back into normal healthy eating afterwards. Any fast undertaken should be done with spiritual wholeheartedness for our physical body. Fasting is a truly spiritual journey, so if you are not doing it for the right reasons, your soul knows this and it picks up on this, and it will be a lot more of a struggle for you. I personally struggled with an eating disorder a few years ago, and I fast every year and it never triggers any disordered eating for me. The more I fast, the more in tune with my body that I become, and the more I want to make healthier choices for myself. And I've also read many stories of people who've taken up a juice fast whilst actually having an eating disorder, and they got incredible results. But they always did this under professional supervision, and I would have to agree that this is definitely appropriate. Yes, you can. But again, it's important to listen to your body, as there will be times where it may not be appropriate to exercise. Like when you're not feeling so great and you're experiencing lots of detoxification symptoms. It's definitely important to rest and relax at this time. Otherwise, if you're feeling vibrant and energized, it's definitely okay to exercise. I find that lighter, more gentle exercises like yoga, light weights, and walking complement cleanses perfectly. A juice cleanse is a time of healing, so it can be beneficial to take things a little easier than you normally would if you have an intense exercise regime, so that your body can focus more on cleansing than working out. So that's it. That's all the questions. If I missed your question, or if you have any other questions, definitely leave it in the comments below and I will answer those for you. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye!